Here's the old banal mill. Only some among y'all know its story, but we never tell it enough. So, here we go. The old mill was the beginning of Grondines, the first building to be constructed, in 1674. Its activities of molding any sorts of grains or cereals, particularly the wheat, had begun in 1675. It molded to flour these seeds to give the flours to the inhabitants of Grondines.
Can't move away enough to...
During 250 years, it has been that way. Many men worked hard to serve their fellow citizens in the distribution of different flours to nourish them and for culinary concoctions. Brave and hard-working men devoted to their families, friends, and co-workers. Unfortunately, in 1854, because of the abolition of the feudal regime, a progressive transformation of the agriculture, the birth of the automation, the concurrence of the other mills better provided technologically, and the neglect of the weak for the profit of new cultures, the old windmill was abandoned. It needed to wait some decades before to see the mill retrieve a vocation. In 1912, the Ministry of Transports of the Canadian government bought it, and the mill was converted into a signal station for maritime traffic guidance. The tower of the mill has been refurbished, its wind-generated propeller has been removed. It lasted 55 years, until 1967, before what was once a mill was finally abandoned. But still not definitely. 15 years later, in 1972, the windmill was bought by the municipality of Grondines and, 2 years later, celebrated its 300th anniversary. That same year, they renewed once again the mill. In 1984, 10 years later, the old mill has become a cultural interpretation center and got its status of classified cultural property under the category of archaeological property, and is inscripted to the cultural property dated of March 16, 1984. It became a touristic attraction.